Yes, it's Tales from the Jails with John G. Sutton. That's me, by the way. Aye. Yeah, do please like and subscribe. Come on, people. Help. Like and subscribe. Anyway, I'm going to talk today about an article on Radio 4 that I heard concerning Charlie Taylor, who's the Chief Inspector of Prisons, and he was discussing the problems faced at HMP Long Lartin and at HMP Manchester, which are experiencing extreme issues with drones. Apparently the people are flying the drones up to the windows. The inmates in the cells are burning holes through the windows so that the drones can come in and they can reach out and grab whatever goodies are being supplied. The problem is, they might be supplying spice, mobile phones, mobile phone batteries, cocaine, heroin, you name it, cigarettes. They're supplying that. But, as Charlie Taylor pointed out on BBC Radio 4, it can't be too long before they're supplying weapons. And what happens next? Well, the weapons get used to take hostages, they break out of prison, a complete lack of discipline, and this is at two prisons where it's extremely prevalent at the moment. That's HMP Long Lartin and HMP Manchester, which when I was there was called Strangeways, of course. Of course it still is Strangeways. It's just been given another name. And as somebody once said, a rose by any other name smells just as sweet, or perhaps not too sweet in the case of HMP Manchester. Also, a big issue being heard in Parliament at the moment is the concern about the recruitment of prison officers. They're doing it over Zoom meetings, so you apply for the job. You don't get seen face to face. You get seen on Zoom, a bit like this, except live. There's somebody at the other end. They ask you questions like, can you speak English? Yeah, speak English, yeah. Turn up for the job, big hat, set of keys, off you go. Although they are giving them 6 weeks training, when I joined in 1974, I actually joined in 74. I actually started the training in January 75, and it was 12 weeks training at one of the two national schools. Now they don't have national schools. They have local training, and they're recruiting prison officers. Apparently, according to the head of the POA, they're recruiting prison officers from overseas who are turning up at the jails for the job, with the families expecting that they're going to be housed by the Home Office. Those days are gone, yeah. So the whole thing is a pickle. Also, it's mentioned by the Home Office and the Prison Officers Association that the retention rates for staff are extremely poor. 34% of all prison staff resign and leave the service within the first 12 months. 34%. Approximately 50%, I think it's 48% or something like that, resign and leave within the first 2 years. When I joined the prison service, it was considered to be a career, something that you joined and you worked at, you did 30 years and you do your pension, civil service pension, and off you went. You were a civil servant, you see. You weren't just a turnkey. You were a fully fledged civil servant. You had to pass to get in. You had to pass the civil service entrance exam. Not anymore. Apparently, the report I read, they had actually hired somebody over this Zoom recruiting system that they've instituted, and when he turned up, he was unable to open and close cell doors because he was suffering from cerebral palsy. Well, I'm fully supportive of people with disabilities, but they certainly can't do the job of a jailer. Also, I don't know if you've recently seen, there's a video online of this disgraceful individual from Wandsworth Prison who managed to get herself filmed having sexual intercourse with a prisoner in his cell. The officer was in the cell, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with this term. Are you familiar with the term backscuttling? That's what it looked like to me anyway. What a charmer. What a charmer. What a way. What an example to us all. Yeah. I keep saying this, but doesn't it? It kind of gets you here, doesn't it? Makes you proud to be British. Yeah. That's what they've got now running the jails. And they wonder why it's falling apart. And as for these drones getting in, come on. It's not beyond the wit of man to get some netting up there, is it? And to put wire windows in, you know, the windows that are reinforced with wire, you can easily do that. I know it's going to be expensive, but look at the alternative. They're just burning holes through the windows and sticking their hands out and snatching the goodies in there. The whole system seems to be falling apart, and I must give Charlie his due. He is Charlie Taylor. Yeah, he on Radio 4, and he's admitting it that they've virtually lost control, and that if they don't do something about it, then there is going to be a major, serious incident within HM prisons, and that the staff who are working there are at risk. They can't recruit the big boys anymore, the handy lads, because the people like that, they're going working somewhere else for a proper wage. Because I believe the starting rate is now 25,000, and it goes up to 30,000. That's all well and good, but you try and run a family with children and provide a house in one of the major cities like Manchester, London, Birmingham, Durham. It's expensive, and you can't do it on that. So the handy lads who can get work and go and work elsewhere. I mean, I was ex-military. I come out. I did a period of time working as one-to-one bodyguard for people. For a while I was with Frankie Lane. I even did Muhammad Ali's manager, Angelo Dundee, for a week. He was touring the UK and I was his personal bodyguard for a week. Not because I was particularly huge and towering, but nobody went anywhere near him when I said no. Just no. And nobody came near him. At the end of the week he said, "Thank you very much. Sign me his autograph. I've got it in my thing there. Maybe show you sometime." But they're not getting any big boys now. They're not going in there. What are they doing? Something where it pays a proper wage. So what are they getting? They're getting the hostess brigade. They're getting people who are recruited on Zoom. The whole thing has fallen apart. You know why? Because they're trying to do this on the cheap. And it's a damn insult to the prisoners. It's a damn insult to our society. Because the people who are in prison are just people like you and me. Apart from the grooming gangs and the radicalised individuals who are swearing to destroy our society, or are they? Or is that just a myth? Perhaps we've got some political prisoners like Tommy Robinson. Obviously he is a political prisoner, isn't he? Just a disgrace. You've got to think that, haven't you? It seems to me a disgrace anyway. What am I going to do now? I'm going to try and sing you a song here. Somebody's requested this the other day. I'll see if I can find it on here. Somebody wanted me to sing Danny Boy. Yeah, I'll give it a go, should I? If I can find it. Alright, are you ready? Stand by for action. Oh, I've got to sound the song dinger, haven't I? There's a song dinger. That's an alarm bell for all you sensitive souls who can't do with the sound. I can't do with it myself. My wife hates it, by the way. She says I've got a rotten singing voice. But then again, it's not all about that, is it? It's what you deserve for watching Tales from the Jails. Don't forget, like and subscribe. And don't forget to buy my book, folks. It's out there on Amazon. This is Danny Boy. Are you ready? Oh, Danny Boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses dying. It's you must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, I love you so. And when you come and all the flowers are dying, and if I'm dead, as dead I well may be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me. And I shall hear the soft dew tread above me, and all my grave shall warm and sweeter be. For you will bend and tell me that you love me, and I shall sleep in peace until you come to me. Tales from the Jails with John G. Sutton. Don't forget, like and subscribe.